Growing up as the youngest of 10 kids in a crowded New York City apartment, where money was tight, but laughter was free. That's where Marlon Wayans started. A kid from the projects who turned jokes into a career that made him a star in movies like Scary Movie and White Chicks. Now, in 2025, he's stealing scenes in Jordan Peele's new horror flick, Him, and selling out comedy shows worldwide. With a net worth of $40 million and awards piling up, Marlon's living large. Think big houses, cool cars, and a tight-knit family. But how did he go from scraping by to living this incredible life? What's it like inside his homes, and who's by his side through it all? Stick with us on the Celeb Insider as we take you through Marlon Wayans' 2025 world. His amazing properties, his family life, his car collection, and the money he's made. You're in for a wild ride with this comedy legend, so let's get started. Marlon's journey didn't begin with fame and fortune. It started with hard times that shaped who he is. Let's look at his early days and the challenges he faced growing up. Early life and struggles. Marlon Wayans was born on July 23, 1972, the youngest of 10 kids in a big, busy family living in the Fulton housing projects in Manhattan, New York City. Life back then wasn't easy. The 1970s and 80s were tough in New York, with crime and poverty all around. Marlon's dad, Howell Wayans, worked long hours as a supermarket manager to keep the family fed. But money was always short. His mom, Elvira Wayans, was a homemaker and social worker who kept everyone together with love and faith, even when things got rough. Growing up in a Jehovah's Witness family, Marlon and his siblings learned to lean on each other, turning their small apartment into a place full of jokes and stories to escape the struggles outside. Life in the projects meant dealing with a lot. As the youngest, Marlon got picked on for being skinny and talkative, facing bullies who didn't get his quick wit. The family didn't have much. Clothes were hand-me-downs, meals were simple, and there was always the worry of not having enough. Marlon tells a story about working at a pizza shop when he was 11, burning his hands, but earning tips that felt like a way out. "Those nickels and dimes were my first taste of freedom," he says. Losing family members and friends to the tough times around them hit hard too, teaching him about grief early on. At LaGuardia High School, a fancy arts school, Marlon felt out of place among richer kids, like he was always proving himself. But his family kept him strong. His brothers and sisters, like Keenan, Damon, Kim, and Sean, were his first fans and pushed him toward the stage. His mom taught him to stay kind, and his dad showed him how to work hard. Those lessons turned tough times into the drive that would make Marlon a star. With his family's support and a knack for making people laugh, Marlon took his talents from the projects to the big screen. Let's check out how his career took off and made him a household name. Career journey. Marlon Wayans' career started with a small part in 1988, playing a random guy on the street in his brother Keenan's movie, I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. It was a tiny role, but it showed Marlon he could make it in showbiz. His big break came in 1992 when he joined In Living Color, a hilarious TV show created by Keenan. Marlon acted in funny sketches alongside his siblings, making fun of pop culture and serious issues, which got him noticed and even earned a writing award nomination. "That show was my school for comedy," he says. In 1995, Marlon and his brother Sean created The Wayans Brothers, a TV sitcom about two brothers hustling in Harlem. It was a hit, running until 1999 and still making money from reruns today. Then, in 2000, Marlon hit it big with Scary Movie, a comedy he helped write and starred in. The movie, made for $19 million, made $278 million worldwide, kicking off a franchise that's earned over $1 billion. Marlon's character, Shorty, was a fan favorite for his goofy lines. He kept the hits coming with movies like White Chicks in 2004, which made $113 million, and Little Man in 2006, earning $104 million. He also showed he could do serious roles, like in Requiem for a Dream in 2000, playing a drug addict that wowed critics. Marlon's been behind the scenes too, producing films like A Haunted House, which made $60 million on a tiny budget. His stand-up comedy specials, like Wokish in 2018 and God Loves Me in 2024, have been huge on Netflix and HBO Max. In 2025, he's shining in Him, a scary movie with Jordan Peele, and touring with his Wild Child comedy show, selling out venues everywhere. He's won NAACP Image Awards, and in 2025, his whole family got honored by the NAACP. With Scary Movie 6 in the works for 2026, Marlon's career is still going strong, proving he's not just funny, he's a force. Marlon's career has built him a fortune, but his lifestyle shows how he enjoys it. Let's take a tour of his incredible homes, where he lives, works, and hangs with his family. Real estates. The Encino Modern Farmhouse, a family haven with star power. Marlon's main home is a $5.3 million modern farmhouse in Encino, California, purchased in 2022 and now valued at over $6 million due to its prime location and upgrades. Nestled in the peaceful San Fernando Valley, it's close enough to Hollywood for work, but far enough to feel like an escape. This 7,000-square-foot masterpiece sits on a half-acre lot surrounded by lush greenery with drought-resistant plants like olive trees and succulents that keep it eco-friendly. The house's exterior is sleek and stylish, with crisp white walls, black-trimmed windows, and a modern design that feels both cozy and cutting-edge. A gated driveway leads to a huge front door that swings open to reveal a spacious living area that's pure Marlon. High ceilings let in tons of sunlight. A black and white marble fireplace sets the mood for family gatherings. And an open kitchen that's a chef's dream, featuring a massive quartz island, 2 high-end Wolf ovens, a double fridge for hosting big parties, and a walk-in pantry stocked with snacks for late-night script sessions. The house boasts 5 bedrooms, each with its own bathroom for ultimate comfort. Marlon's master suite is like a 5-star resort, with a giant soaking tub big enough for relaxing after long tour days, dual sinks with sleek marble finishes, and a glass-walled rain shower that feels like a spa. The room opens to a private balcony overlooking an infinity pool where Marlon floats while brainstorming comedy bits or sipping coffee at sunrise. His kids have their own personalized spaces. Kai's room has a built-in desk for writing and creative projects. Sean's doubles as a home gym with weights and a treadmill for staying in shape. And there's an extra bedroom for visiting family members like his siblings or nephews. The house is built for fun and work. There's a home theater with plush recliners and a huge screen for watching rough cuts of Marlon's films, complete with surround sound that makes movie nights epic. The backyard is a showstopper. A heated infinity pool with a shallow area for lounging, a hot tub for unwinding, and a fire pit surrounded by comfy chairs where Marlon tells stories to his kids and friends. A built-in barbecue area with a pizza oven nods to his days working in a pizza shop, and a half-basketball court is perfect for games with his nephews or teaching Sean some moves. The lawn has hammocks for lazy afternoons, and the whole place is wired with smart tech. Lights, music, and security all controlled from Marlon's phone, making it a perfect blend of luxury and practicality. This Encino home is Marlon's sanctuary, where he balances his busy career with family life, creating memories and new projects under one roof. The Sherman Oaks Mediterranean, a cozy piece of history. For a change of pace, Marlon retreats to his Sherman Oaks Mediterranean villa, originally bought for $1.5 million and now worth $2 million. He sold it in 2016, but bought it back in 2020 because it holds so many memories of raising his older kids, Kai and Sean. Located in the upscale Sherman Oaks neighborhood, this 4,130-square-foot home, built in 2005, sits on a quarter-acre lot, shaded by towering oak trees that give it a timeless, almost magical feel. The exterior is warm and inviting, with creamy stucco walls, a red-tiled roof, and arched doorways that feel like something out of an old Hollywood movie. Step inside, and the house feels open and welcoming, with shiny marble and hardwood floors leading to a living room with big French doors that open to views of the city lights twinkling at night. The kitchen is made for entertaining, with custom white cabinets, a top-of-the-line Viking stove for cooking family recipes, and a sunny breakfast nook under skylights where Marlon enjoys morning coffee or plans his next comedy special. The dining room, lit by a sparkling chandelier, has a big table that's seen countless family dinners with scratches and stories from years of laughter and debates. The 4 bedrooms are cozy and practical. Marlon's master bedroom has a small balcony for catching sunsets, a walk-in closet big enough for his tour outfits, and a bathroom with a vintage claw foot tub and a modern steam shower for relaxing after a long day. The kids' rooms are set up for fun, with bunk beds for sleepovers and shared bathrooms that make mornings easy. There's also an office where Marlon keeps his scripts, awards, and an old typewriter for jotting down ideas the old-fashioned way. The backyard is a family favorite, with a saltwater pool and a water slide that the kids love, surrounded by colorful flowers for privacy. A shaded patio with a built-in grill is where Marlon hosts barbecues, cooking for his siblings and friends while swapping stories from their in-living color days. Solar panels and a rainwater system keep the house eco-friendly, matching Marlon's down-to-earth vibe. This Sherman Oaks gem is more than a house. It's a time capsule of Marlon's early days as a dad, filled with love and nostalgia. The Chelsea Penthouse, a stylish New York escape. When Marlon's back in his hometown, he stays at his $2 million penthouse in Chelsea, Manhattan. Bought in 2024 and now worth $2.5 million. Perched on the top floor of a historic building, this 2,500-square-foot apartment overlooks the Hudson River and feels like a cool, artsy loft with exposed brick walls and wooden beams that remind Marlon of his New York roots. The huge windows let in tons of light, making the space feel open and alive. Perfect for his creative energy, the main area combines a kitchen and living room, with a long stone island where Marlon hosts casual dinners or works on comedy ideas. A modern fireplace adds warmth for chilly New York nights, and a big TV connects to his phone for video calls with his kids. His bedroom is a retreat, with a comfy bed, a massive closet for his stage clothes, and a bathroom with a steam shower to wash away the stress of travel. There are 2 guest rooms, one set up as a nursery for his youngest daughter, Axel, with a crib and soft lighting for her visits. The real highlight is the private rooftop deck, where Marlon throws small parties for his family, or sits alone to write, surrounded by a small garden of herbs and flowers with the city skyline as his backdrop. The building has a gym for staying fit on tour, and a doorman to handle deliveries, making life easy when he's in town. This penthouse is Marlon's way of staying connected to New York, a stylish spot that mixes his past with his present. Marlon's homes are awesome, but his cars are just as cool, showing he cares about the planet and keeping things real. Let's check out what's in his garage. Car collection. Marlon Wayans doesn't go for super expensive cars like some celebrities. At the top of the list is the Lamborghini Aventador, a $500,000 monster that screams success. Marlon snagged this beauty after a string of hit films, a gift to himself for years of grinding in Hollywood. Imagine him behind the wheel, cruising LA's streets after a late-night shoot, the V12 engine growling like the crowd at his stand-up shows. It's more than a car, it's his victory trophy, proof he's made it big. Whether he's pulling up to a premiere or just taking a joyride, this Lamborghini turns every drive into a celebration of his hustle. It's bold, fast, and pure Marlon, always stealing the show. Next up is the Rolls-Royce Ghost, coming in at $350,000. Marlon got this sleek ride when his stand-up specials started ruling streaming platforms. It's his go-to for unwinding after a packed show, gliding through the city in a cabin so quiet you'd think it's a library on wheels. The plush seats and smooth ride make it perfect for those moments when he's jotting down ideas for his next project or just soaking in the calm. Marlon's called it his rolling chill zone, a place to escape the Hollywood hustle without losing that touch of class. This Ghost is all about comfort with a side of swagger, matching his laid-back yet larger-than-life vibe. Rounding out the trio is the Range Rover Autobiography, priced at $150,000. This was Marlon's first big splurge, bought back when his career was just picking up speed. It's been with him through thick and thin, family road trips, cross-country tours, even dodging paparazzi after a long day. This SUV is his reliable sidekick, tough enough for any adventure but fancy enough to fit his star status. Whether he's picking up his kids or scouting locations for a new film, the Rover gets it done. It's the car that reminds him where he started and how far he's come, a symbol of staying grounded while chasing dreams. Marlon's houses and cars are cool, but his family and personal life are what really make him shine. Let's dive into the people and moments that mean the most to him. Personal life. Marlon Wayans' personal life in 2025 is full of heart. At 53, he's a dad first, a comedy star second, and someone who's always ready to stand up for what's right. His life is about his kids, handling tough times with grace, and helping others, all while staying true to who he is. Marlon's proudest role is being a dad to his 3 kids. His oldest, Kai Wayans, born May 5, 2000, is 25 and making their own path as a writer and advocate. Kai, who uses he, you, they pronouns, came out as transgender, and Marlon's been their biggest supporter, learning and growing with them. Kai's taught me what love really means, he says. They hang out hiking or talking about life, and Marlon was over the moon when Kai graduated from NYU in 2023. His son, Sean Wayans, born January 3, 2002, is 23 and chasing a career in film. Named after Marlon's brother, Sean's got his dad's energy and loves making short movies. They play basketball together or work on comedy ideas, and Marlon was front row cheering when Sean's film showed at Sundance in 2025. He's my buddy with big dreams, Marlon says. Then there's Axel Wayans, his 2-year-old daughter born in 2023, with his ex, Brittany Moreland, a model. Axel's a bundle of joy, and Marlon loves her giggles. He's up early feeding her or taking her to the park. Marlon's not married but co-parents with Brittany and his kid's mom, Angela Zachary, who he was with for 20 years until 2013. They keep things friendly, making sure the kids come first with family trips and video calls. Marlon's had his share of drama. In 2023, he got in trouble at an airport when an airline worker accused him of causing a scene over luggage. Marlon said it was unfair treatment because he's black, and he got the charges dropped by showing proof. In 2025, some people got mad about his Make America Laugh Again hats, saying he was making fun. Marlon responded online, "I'm just trying to make people laugh, not fight." When someone attacked Kai online with mean words, Marlon fought back with a funny song that went viral, showing he'll always protect his family. He's also spoken out about losing scary movie profits to big studios, but he's focused on making new movies with his brothers instead of dwelling on it. Marlon handles tough stuff with honesty and humor, always moving forward. Marlon never forgets where he came from. He started the Wayans Foundation in 2010 to help kids in places like the Fulton Projects with art programs and school money. In 2025, he's working with the NAACP to teach comedy to young people, inspired by his family's big award that year. After losing his mom in 2020, Marlon started online talks to help people deal with sadness through humor. He's also a big supporter of equal rights, marching with Kai for pride, and speaking out against hate. His life off stage is just like his work, funny, real, and full of heart. Marlon's family and values are his foundation, but his hard work has built a fortune. Let's break down how he's made his money and what it's worth today. Income and net worth. Marlon Wayans' net worth in 2025 is $40 million, earned through years of acting, writing, producing, and performing. He's made over $100 million in his career, and he's smart about keeping it growing with movies, comedy shows, and other projects. Acting is his biggest earner. He got $2 million for Scary Movie in 2000, plus extra money when it made $278 million worldwide. White Chicks brought in $8 million, and his role in him in 2025 paid $5 million. TV shows like The Wayans Brothers still make him $2 million a year from reruns, and his sitcom Marlon earned $12 million total. Serious roles in movies like Requiem for a Dream added $3 million each. Marlon also makes money writing and producing. His company, Wayans Brothers Entertainment, made hits like A Haunted House, which earned $9 million for him. Scary movie reruns bring in $5 million a year. His comedy tour, Wild Child, makes $20 million from 100 shows, and his specials on Netflix and HBO Max earn $2 million each. He sells hats and other stuff for $1 million more. He also gets $1 million a year from deals with brands like Nike and makes money from voice roles in cartoons. Marlon's smart with his cash, flipping houses like his Sherman Oaks place for a $500,000 profit and investing in green companies for $3 million a year. He spends on his homes and kids, but gives $1 million to charity, keeping his wealth balanced. Marlon's money lets him live well, but it's his heart that makes him special. Let's wrap up with why his story is so inspiring. Marlon Wayans' life in 2025 is a story of hard work paying off. From a tough start in the projects, he's built a $40 million fortune with his comedy and movies. His homes in Encino, Sherman Oaks, and Chelsea are where he makes memories with his kids, Kai, Sean, and Axel, who keep him grounded. His cars, a classic Range Rover and a modern Tesla, show he's practical but loves a good ride. Through challenges, Marlon stays true to himself, using humor to fight back and help others. As he stares in him and plans Scary Movie 6, his story's far from over. It's a legacy of laughter and love. If you loved this look at Marlon Wayans' life, hit the like button and subscribe to the Celeb Insider for more celebrity stories. Let us know in the comments who you want us to cover next. Another comedian or someone totally different? Share this video and we'll see you in the next one. Keep laughing!